Hello everybody. In this video I thought of sharing with you about one Srimati, a 12th grade girl was studying in the Sakti Matriculation Higher Secondary School at Kallakurichi in Tamil Nadu. This incident had happened about almost a month ago, followed by a terrible violence, gutting of the campus, vehicles, everything, a ransacking of the entire campus by the protesters. And it was many conspiracies behind the same are doing rounds. And under such mysterious circumstances, that girl had died. And media campaign against the justice of the girl, Srimati, who had lost her life. And according to the management of the school, she had committed suicide. But there are not many takers for that claim, because many deaths have occurred in the past in the same campus. It's reported many deaths have occurred of students, and the high lobbying power and the political influence of the management is attributed to the inaction of the law enforcing authorities. All are being talked about in the media. And the violence ensued had demonstrated the terrible, the heaviness of the incident. And what is more intriguing is the absence of some of the great fighters for rights of Hindus, or the conspicuous silence of those who always come out in the open and demand action and other things, or keeping a stoic silence, and eerie silence, we can call it. I hope you must have understood who they are. According to the reports, the institution is a vast complex. It's an international school owned by people who belong to the RSS gang, the RSS Sangh Parivar, and and having high influence in high places. And some reports say the chairman of the school, had traveled all the way to Delhi even before, even while great violence was taking place in the campus. Now, police has been right in taking action against those who are responsible for the deadly violence that ensued the death of the girl. But many mysteries surrounding the series of deaths in that school, and the justice not being delivered to the girl, Srimati, are doing rounds. Many questions are asked. And one H. Raja, the popular leader of BJP here, is seen in the company of the chairman of the school in one of the functions, and RSS Shakas also reported to have being held in that school. So under these circumstances, the mystery, the justice for Srimati, has waned in the national media. Unlike in the past, if the death of one particular Hindu girl happens, much hue and cry used to be raised by the BJP and its Sangh Parivar group. But in this case, the stoic silence of those leaders like Annamalai, H. Raja, Arjun Sambath, and many more. There's a stoic silence on their part. It's, after all, despite the girl being a Hindu, no hue and cry is raised. Nothing is being said by those people. And similarly, even the inaction of state authorities are being questioned. And there was a report a couple of days ago in the popular Hindu newspaper. The people are, even poor people are being harassed, and particular sections are being targeted and all by the law enforcing authorities for taking part in the violence. Of course, the violence cannot be accepted under any circumstances. It has to be dealt with the iron hands. But the cause for which should be also probed in the fair manner, and justice for Srimati should prevail by all means. That should be the final thing. Similarly, I heard almost all the people who had began those terrible violence have been arrested, and some of them are reported to be innocent ones. Some young boys who were attending the IAS coaching centers and all were arrested on false charges. All are doing rounds, and truth should be brought out in the open. That is our concern. And the more intriguing part, the highly intriguing thing is the stoic silence of the BJP and its allies, the leaders who always go up in arms against anything that happens to people belonging to Hindu faith. This is really bad on their part. They should come out and condemn anything. If any bad thing had happened in that school, they cannot simply keep silence for they being their friends. That is our request. Justice should be given to Srimati, as well as the violators of law and order should have been already brought to book. So police has been taking the right course in that angle, I think. Let's hope Srimati gets justice. Thank you.